up-leveling your business and your life. Dr. Michelle Peticolas.
Okay. Do you have a gift, a calling, a passion? Would you like to make a difference in this world? I know you do. You wouldn't be here if that was not important to you. I'm here today to tell you that in order to really make a big difference, you need to stop playing small. You need to stop being a hero. You need to stop being a pleaser, and you need to step up into your authentic leadership. Now, I know you've heard about leadership before from me, because I've gotten really positive about leadership since I joined Toastmasters, because for me, it was the missing ingredient. I mean by leadership, authentic leadership. That is somebody who has a vision that they use to motivate, to inspire, to delegate, and to empower. And that's what I believe we need to do as coaches. The world is waiting for us. Goodness knows the world needs every one of us. So how are you doing in your work? Are you being a little bit of a pleaser, a hero? Here are some of the signs. If you're giving your programs away for free or for low cost, if you're giving a lot of free tips that make it unnecessary for people to enroll with you, if you are doing all the work for your clients and not expecting anything from them, or you're working so many hours because you're not charging enough, and so you have not enough time for yourself. These are signs of the people pleaser. The person who, hey, it feels good to have all those people needing you, but it's not leadership. So I understand. After I finished my documentary film series, I did exactly that. I had workshops, and people paid, what, $10 to come to my workshops. And they had these amazing realizations in the course of watching my films and having a conversation. But then they went home and they were unchanged. Why? Because there was no commitment. There was no buy-in. There was no skin in the game. That's what we need to do as coaches, is get our clients to really show up and make a commitment to their own transformation, not take it all on ourselves. Now, the problem that we run into is our own childhood wounds, things that hold us back. I have been to a lot of coaching programs that give you these amazing formulas for being successful. And I have seen coaches fall by the wayside because even though they do everything, they can't seem to get the results. Early childhood wounds. I remember one time I made $7,000 in 1 week. I was higher than a kite. But then I got worried. I got worried about the tax consequences. I got worried about the extra clients. I got so scared that in a few months, I lost 2 of my clients. That's one way that we sabotage ourselves because we haven't dealt with those issues. Another way is that you make this money and then you have a big crisis that sucks all the money away. But I'm not going to talk about the problems. I'm going to talk about the solutions. In order for you to step into your leadership, you need to master 3 relationships. Now, the first relationship is the relationship with yourself. You need to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, nobody else is going to trust you. But sometimes that's a tall order because we are taught as children not to trust ourselves. We learn that if we please people, they're going to love us and give us attention. Or maybe it's actually dangerous in your home to be yourself, so you kind of hide. And we learn to put on masks and costumes and pretend that we are somebody other than ourselves. But to be an authentic leader, you have to be yourself. Now, I know there are programs out there, mindset mastery programs, but you know what? I believe they don't go deep enough. I've worked with people in grief and loss, and I know how tenacious that early programming is. I had a client come to me one time. She was a successful coach. She had lots of clients, but she was working too hard, 70, 80 hours a week. And she had a family, 5 children. They were very, very disgusted with her. So she went out and sought help, first from a psychiatrist who only made her feel worse. And then she worked with me. And we discovered right away the early wound, father abandonment, which was repeated when her husband literally committed suicide. Abandonment. We healed the wound. We forgave her, because that's what people pleasers do, is they assume it's their fault. And you know what? She went on to become a 6 figures plus coach. She charges her clients anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 to work with her. So you see, those early childhood wounds can really hold you back. Now, the other thing I've tried is energy healing. Energy healing is fabulous. One time I signed up 4 clients in 1 week. You know what the problem is? It's not your energy. It's your energy healer's energy. And then it dissipates, or else you're on the hook forever. That's not what we're here for. We're here to empower our clients. So you need to trust yourself. The second relationship is you need to trust your clients. Number 1, you need to trust that they will be able to pay the money that you deserve. And I'm telling you, some of you need to double and triple your costs, your prices, because you're not making enough money, are you? You're barely scrounging by. And if you want to make a big impact, you have to have the money to stand on a bigger stage. So you need to trust your clients that if they really are ready, they will find a way. Number 2, you need to trust that it's okay for them to become empowered, that you don't need to hold them to you forever. And people pleasers, you're like afraid that if, oh my gosh, I'll lose them. But actually, that's not your job. Your job is to empower them. And then to trust that the universe and the client pool will provide you with more clients. So the final trust is your clients need to trust you. How do you get them to trust you? Well, number 1, you need to be an embodiment of what your process is. So if you are a nutrition coach, you might want to watch your weight. And if you are like several hundred pounds overweight, it might be a disconnect. Also, as you up-level yourself into charging more, you are going to want to have more time. That means that the cost is in time with you. So you need to create a program that they can work with that will give them the results without you always having to be there. And that program needs to get results every paragraph or every 10 minutes. And when you're coaching yourself, it's not dollars for hours. It's dollars for quick results, which means that you need to make a difference every 10 to 15 minutes. That is how you are going to create the trust. When your clients get the results that they need quickly, then they promote you. They give you testimonials. And testimonials, that's what you want. It's like Amazon. Where do you go when you want to buy something on Amazon? Don't you read the reviews? So that creates the trust that your clients have. You know what? Best of all is when your clients refer you to their friends and their associates. That is super trust. So if you want to step into your high end, Into up-leveling, you need to trust yourself, you need to trust your clients, and they need to trust you. Now, you may be starting to get some resistance because up-leveling is scary. So maybe you're thinking, well, that's not very democratic, charging that money. What about all those poor people? Well, I remind you, you need to trust your clients. If they are ready to work with you, they will find a way. But also, if you're creating an online program, there's an easier, less expensive way for them to have your brilliance, your genius. So maybe you're thinking, I don't know about working with high-end clients that can afford me. They might ask me for too much. Well, yes, they might ask you for more. In fact, that's part of your growth. But also, I have found that premium clients are way easier to work with than the low-end clients that come in and pay you $300 or $400 for a 6 or 8 week program. They don't do the work. They don't have the skin in the game. Premium clients, they are wonderful to work with. So the final thing you may be concerned with right now is, well, I know she's got an offer and I'm afraid of the price. All I want from you right now is to get a taste, you know, the Baskin-Robbins taste. So I'm going to make a very easy yes offer for you today. I have a guide that's called Fast Path to High End, 10 steps to creating and selling a high-end program. But I'm not going to offer that to you today because I've been giving that out to people and they don't do it because it's scary to step into high-end. So I'm offering a master class. And I'm doing that on March 15th. It's going to be a 90-minute class in which I will help you get over the hump. And yes, you will get the guide. And what's the investment? $49. So if you are ready to step into high end, I invite you, make this really simple. Send me an email, post it in the chat, say, I'm in. I'll send you an invoice. It doesn't have to be high tech to be high end. And I'll make you one more little sweet deal. If you get somebody else to sign up, I'll give you $20 back. You can share it, or you can keep it all for yourself. I leave you with this following thought. The world needs you. Goodness knows, with all the stuff going on, the world needs your genius, your gift. And you need the world. That's why you're here. That's your purpose. But in order to really make it work, it's time to step up, to up-level yourself and your business by stepping into high end. Final question. If you were to die tomorrow, would you die without regret? And if the answer is no, it is time to step up and fully participate in this life. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.